Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Lakeland Vale Let's Play series with me, CWATTY, here in Farm Simulator 19. It's a new morning over on the farm here, and we are going to be doing some work today. Going to be doing some transporting of some goods. First things first though, we need to feed. Our sheep. Chickens could probably do with some water as well. So let's see, have we got any grass? We've got a bit of grass. Last of the grass, I think this is. I just figured I'd use this truck quick because I'm going to be using this truck in a minute anyway. Because what we're going to do today, we're going to take our canola that we've got at the farm, our current stock of canola, and we're going to take it down to the diesel production facility and get it turned into fuel, basically. And then we're going to pay a visit to the compost factory. Oh. Because the compost factory has got compost for us. And, well, basically we're going to have a bit of a look. We might take some of the compost to the organic fertilizer machine, which would be nice. We might sell some if there's anywhere buying it, and then we might look, and we're certainly going to look at bringing some back to the farm. So let's start. We don't have a lot of sunflowers, but we do have a lot of canola. So we're going to take the canola, Delores is, and we're going to go up to the diesel factory. And we're going to put it in the diesel factory and see if they'll be so kind as to make us some diesel fuel. We might even be able to sell some of the diesel fuel because canola is $1,000, but what is fuel? $2,000. So diesel's worth twice as much, basically. So if I was to claim half of this for myself and sell the other half when it's all ready, we'll be doing all right. 60,000 litres thereabouts would be, you know, $120,000. Double the price. Which Delores will say, "Thank you very much. Pleasure doing business with you." We don't want to get confused with the global market building, and weirdly today I have remembered to start the global market mod before starting the game. I did remember to start the global market mod building thing, so the executable, sorry, the little link to the global market server building. So if I do decide to sell anything, we do have the option of selling it at the global market as well. Anyway, that's going to go into the diesel factory. That's going to be turned into diesel for Delores. Get that done and out of the way bright and early. Don't think there's anything to report on the fields at this moment in time. Obviously, I need the field that we've leased. We could do with that growing a little bit. There's I think it's sunflowers on that field. We could do with them growing a bit because I do need to get a a second stage of fertilisation on there. Right, there's quite a bit of compost in this place. First trailer load, we're going to put straight into the organic fertilising factory, where it will be converted into regular fertiliser, liquid fertiliser, and lime and herbicide. A little bit of herbicide. Is there a price for compost on the map? Is anybody buying it? Animal supplies will buy it. Grain mills on the way down. It looks like animal supplies will buy it. Animal supplies will buy compost. Nice. So if we take a trailer load of compost, because there seems to be quite a bit in this building, to the animal dealership, and then come back, get some for ourselves. I mean, there's loads in there, look. You might be able to use it then from the next harvest. After the next harvest, we may be able to use it to fertilise some of our fields. Wouldn't that be nice? Save on chemicals. I was also thinking, time to add the cows to the farm. Yeah, we continue down here. The animal dealership is just down here. Now, I have made a few little tweaks and changes to the map, which you may not have seen. I've put a slurry purchase point for buying slurry over here at the animal dealer, so we can buy slurry if we need to. If we want to go down the slurry spraying road, we can come to, because obviously the animal dealer you would think would have plenty of slurry. Another thing you'd expect from the animal dealer is that they would have manure as well. So there's a manure purchase point as well on the map now, so you can come here and buy a load of manure if you wanted to. And then there's also another little selling station here that I added, another sell point, just so that there's a couple different places on the map that you can go and tip stuff to. Farm barn. I also put in a spare another farm barn building over there, because obviously I've been toying with the idea of getting rid of the one at the farm, replacing it with normal sheds, because obviously after we've got our potato harvest done this year, we're going to need somewhere where we can wash and steam the potatoes, aren't we? We're going to need somewhere to wash and steam potatoes. So we'll come down here, take some more compost. We'll take this back to the farm then, is what we'll do. So we've done Delores has done a little bit of crop transferage, if you like. She's done a bit of passing stuff around, trading it about to get some stuff which is very nice. We'll take this back to the farm. Obviously right now we don't have a way of spreading it on the field unless we have a manure spreader, but that's something we can get. I think we can get a little bit closer on down the road. The good thing to know is there's going to be a load of compost in that machine, so we're going to be able to sell a lot of compost or turn a lot of it into fertiliser. Who pulled out then on Delores without even looking? Shocking driving. Shocking driving. So yeah, we obviously leased field 21, I think it is, in the last video, using the new leasing functionality of the global company mod. And obviously we need that sunflower to grow a bit before we can put our second fertiliser application on. Because the guy who seeded the field originally, before Delores, didn't bother to apply any fertiliser. I think that farmer's looking to make more money from renting the field out than he is from actually renting the land than he is from actually working it. That's his prerogative at the end of the day. I'm desperate for land, he's desperate for money, and the two of us have come to an agreement. Now, back over here. One of the things I was thinking of doing today. Wow, that thing's almost filled up with eggs again. Oh, it looks to be filling up with eggs again. There's one pallet there that's kind of gone skew with. And you know what? I'm going to take you, Mr. Pallet, and I'm going to put you over here. Somebody's hit that, I think, with something. And I'm going to take you because you're an odd pallet on your own. I'm going to stand you over there too. What we may do, seeing as we've got this now in our hands, is go and move some of the straw, not straw, wool pallets. Wool pallets. Some of these. You won't have issues with these, I don't think. They'll go in there nicely. People apparently need more water. Popping those in there. Very simple job. I love this big bag handler. I do. Part of the this one's part of the CS pack, although the CS pack does generate some errors in my log at the minute, but it's very useful because you can buy one of these for every type of vehicle in the game: front loader, telehandler, wheel loader, skid steer, you know, anything that can have buckets or forks on it can have one of these. So definitely worth grabbing yourself for moving pallets. Saves you having to mess with the dodgyphysics.com of the game. So that's done. Right, we'll take this vehicle back. What we're going to do, next job, we're going to grab our planter quickly. We are going to tip all the seed out of it. Seed and fertiliser. So actually this vehicle might come in useful again. Because basically the planter I bought a couple of episodes ago, I've now got the version of it available that doesn't require fertiliser. I've got the optional fertiliser version of it installed now, which means instead of having 1 billion million litres of fertiliser and 2,000 litres of soybeans, I can actually buy it in a better configuration. Only problem I think is, right, so I'm going to take this up to the store firstly, trade it back in. Fortunately, we're probably going to lose a bit of money doing this. Because they're not going to give me full price back for this, and then I'm going to have to buy the new seeder, which is going to cost me more money. But it needs doing anyway, because obviously when I come to plant my own fields, I don't want to be refilling this thing every 2 seconds. Might have messed up there because I'll probably park that right where I need to activate the trigger. 143 grand we got for that. Right. And how much is it going to cost me to buy the new one? The seed only version, I believe, is that one. $169. Right, cost me a little bit. The good news is it's now fertiliser is one thing I'm going to be needing less and less of now. Dry fertiliser, powdered fertiliser anyway. Probably should have moved them fertiliser pallets into storage. Before I start attempting to fill this thing. The reason I say that is because this thing probably, I don't want to accidentally put fertiliser, because even though it's set to optional fertiliser mode, you have been in the past able to still put fertiliser in them, and then it messes them, it breaks them at that point. They won't seed. If you accidentally fill it up with fertiliser. to rescue that one in a minute. Move these around. Don't have a lot of lime, but so far we haven't had to lime spread too many fields. Although field 20, our potato field, will need it on the post potato harvest. So we'll probably get through quite a bit of a yeah, I figured today I would kind of avoid looking at the contracting screen. I've done a few contract focused heavy videos in recent times, so I'm going to just do a few shorter little episodes today, like today's where I'm just doing stuff for Delores whilst we're waiting for fields to grow and become harvest ready. Now we may find we have to put more seed in the planter. I don't know if there will be any planting or seeding jobs going. There's literally got 2 bags of seed there. What we can find out is whether we will get any out of here. Two pallets. Bingo bango bongo. Now I've got an annoying feeling that this thing doesn't refill unless you actually completely unfold the sower. However, if you are loading from pallets, you don't have to open the covers. Otherwise, to open the covers on this machine, you've actually got to completely unfold it. You need to completely unfold it out. This will be about 10,000 litres then of seed having put in these two pallets. Should be about 75% full, I'm guessing, somewhere around there, maybe. 66. I think we'll leave that. 66% full's all right for me for now. I don't know if there is any contracts for seeding or fertilising. Seed, no, it's all fertilising at the minute. All fertilising gigs. I think I'm going to hold off on fertilising contracts for a little bit. I've done a few of those. Still I've got my own personal drivable ride-along sprayer or spreader machine. I think we'll give that a bit of a miss. So the next thing that I can possibly do suppose maybe some mowing. Field 5 is ready to mow, so I could do the mowing, figure out windrow a bit of it, ted the rest. Because I would like to get the silage bales filled in the shed. Yeah, crikey, I'm yawning already, and it's only 1:30 in the afternoon. Flipper. I think I've already got a course. Have I got a course loaded? I can't think for 1 minute how I used. I have. Or no, I haven't. No, they're from my test save file program. I haven't done any GPS courses. Miss save. Fine. I mean, if I wanted to do a course play course for mowing, it would be easy to record one. Start somewhere down here, middle of the field. Field work, course generation, pick field 5. Headland, do 1 pass. That to 16 metres. Generate course. Wants to go the opposite way around the field. It's fine by me. Drive course and see how he handles it. Doesn't quite get to the corners, does he, of the field, you notice? But he definitely keeps it within the field. And unlike, and I'll be honest, unlike the AI extension mod that I've been trying to learn to use, and trying to use a couple of times in this series, I think Courseplay is better at this type of work. I think when it comes to doing anything like this, Courseplay blows that mod out of the water. Courseplay just seems to know how to work a field. You know? Doesn't quite get the corners, but that's because he's programmed to work, I think, within the field, or stay within the field. No, actually he's not, but he'll always struggle to do, the course player will always struggle to do corners on a square field. You know, square peg round hole and all that business just isn't going to happen. Just isn't going to happen. But anyway, he will carry on and he will get this field mowed for me. I might wait for him to turn around because you're going to see those icons. I'm guessing he's going to go up the field first. Kind of seems to know, or kind of seems to know where it wants to be. Lining itself up. And it'll drop the booms. Yeah. And off he'll go. Screenshot for the thumbnail. Right, I can now go back to my other machine, grab my merge max, because what I can do is I can do a couple of windrows now. Do some bales, and then I can ted the rest of the field. I can get enough silage bales done. And I can't remember, swath dropping is on the right currently, so I need to work this way around the field. Which will then give me a clear path when I come through to do the tedding. I'm not going to interfere with the other machine, am I? So we'll grab the baler, quickly bale a few grass bales. We will, and then we'll get them wrapped, fill the I think I need, what was it, 11? I needed 11 silage bales, was it, to fill the shed, the hay barn, the bale storage shed, and then I need hay after that. And if I can get all hay bales after that, next video we might be able to start, seriously, we might be able to start with cows. Grab a go and get a couple. See where it takes us. Interesting. It's decided to do that. wonder if when it's lowering itself, it's lowering maybe a little bit too early on these rows. That's definitely not the first row there that he's dropped a load of rubbish on. We'll watch him for a second, see what he does. It might be when he turns around to go back up the field, he might possibly just be lowering his implements too early. Yeah, that's what it looks like to me. Looks like he's lowering down too early. And he's probably doing the same at the top edge of the field as well. Anyway, we won't worry about that. We'll leave that there for the time being. And we'll go and grab our baler. But anyway, this video has got very long, or is getting very long, so I need to say thank you everybody for watching today's episode of the Lakeland Vale Let's Play series here on the Lakeland Vale Map by Stevie. If you've enjoyed the video, please go ahead, click that like button. Remember to subscribe to the channel if you're not currently. Leave any comments you may have in the comment section down below. And share the video wherever you see fit with whomever you see fit. I've been CWATTY. Goodbye for now, everyone.